Okay, so here we've got a couple of defensive plays that are worth watching. Like I said, I'll point them out and then we'll come back and revisit them here a little bit. You're going to have R. Mason Thomas and Logan Howland, and then Danny Stutsman and Michael Hawkins out here in space. Just you can watch both of them simultaneously, whatever you want to do. So we'll start there and then we'll come back to it.
There for the offense, the explosive play added the other two. Pocket collapses. Hawkins, though, got out of a mess.
So it's a play that doesn't amount to much. But again, this is the spring game. None of it amounts to much. So we're kind of just looking as ever with me. We're just individual stuff that sticks out. So here, like I said, you've got Logan Howland, a guy that I think is a super, super promising tackle, and R. Mason Thomas, who, I think everyone who's being realistic knows this is Oklahoma's best pass rusher. This is the guy they need to be I think bare minimum is 8 sacks this year. I mean, he needs to be a difference maker. He needs to impact games. So watch him here. He's just going to
Drive.
it's what we always talk about when you're talking about offensive tackles. Logan Howland knows before this snap happens, even as athletic as he is, as long as he is, his outside shoulder is in danger with R. Mason Thomas. And so what it forces him to do is
Continues. You see the score 9
come
there for the offense.
or and R. Mason Thomas reads it, and the second Logan Howland's too wide, he just cuts inside of him.
The explosive play
And that play is almost dead from that word.
added the other two.
So here you've got let's clear that little scribble off. Danny Stutsman and Michael Hawkins. Danny just breaks.
Got out of a mess, and then Danny.
And again, it's not the greatest tackle you're ever going to see, and obviously there's not a lot they can do with tackling, but it's a sign of how under control Danny is, how comfortable he is, how confident he is. He was out there in space against Michael Hawkins, just a better athlete than Danny Stutsman is. Let's just be real about it. Now, Danny's more experienced. He's bigger. There's a lot going for him in that matchup too. But just as want to think about the hound chasing the rabbit. I mean, Michael Hawkins is the rabbit. You got to see, you got to know that that's a faster, more athletic guy. And Danny does a great job. Just makes it look very routine, very calm. I don't know, something about that play. I mentioned it in the podcast, just how much that stood out to me and how steady he looked. So again, just solid all the way around.